Hi guys, Paul from PABrewNews, joined with the above average Dusty Troll, baby. Here he is.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. We have a special beer here for my 850th video on the PABrewNews channel. This is Dark Horse's Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead the 5th Imperial Stout. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So, this is 11% alcohol by volume, 39 IBUs apparently. From Marshall, Michigan. This is the 2014 vintage of their, of course, the base is obviously Plead the 5th.
Yep. And it was given to us, or was given to me by our good buddy and former beer tuber. Yeah, that's right, former beer tuber, Ewart. Strange Persons. He gave me some bottles.
You don't call me a hipster.
Yeah, hipster. Ooh, and I was lucky enough to give it to some of our friends like Johnny G of Crafty Beer Reviews, DJ of DJ BrewTube, and got one in your hands, and I have a couple, and we're gonna have a good time. Hopefully,
hopefully we'll have a great time. There's a hiss.
Oh yeah, big hiss.
There was a little cloud that came out that was very fluffy.
Oh, the bottle is like a foot and a half away from me, and I could smell it instantly when I opened it. That's crazy. Crazy awesome.
Crazy awesome. I just got done having a bonfire, so hopefully this is reminiscent in some way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. It looks dark. It looks dark. It looks dark.
Tons of alcoholics. That's awesome. Oh, dude.
Yeah, really nice chocolatey head on it, too.
It looks like it has the consistency of like chocolate milk.
Looks a little bit thin. Doesn't it? Isn't that nice?
All that is chocolate and dark fruits and bourbon.
Yeah, I am getting bourbon, but it's not that kind of typical, really peppery, bright, spicy bourbon. It's different, but I think it might be there. But there's so much other like sweet chocolate and sugars and raisins coming through too, mixing with it.
So much confectionery sweetness.
Yeah, confectionery sugar.
Holy crap! Yeah, it's and the chocolate, like typical in a imperial stout, you usually get like dark chocolate stuff. This is like straight up milk chocolate, very sweet, chocolate,
and definitely has I am getting oak tannins coming through there too. I can smell that char.
Oh yeah, big roasted malt quality, slight char from the barrel, probably touch of vanilla, although not really that prominent.
If I had a hat, I'd turn it around before I smelled this.
I would take it off and then place it next to me.
Oh, that's right. That would probably be better. That would probably be better.
Yeah. This, I just want to drink it all. Like
no,
right now.
You're going to smell it, Phil. Let's look at it.
Come on, please.
Oh. Well, we have to make sure that we joke around a little bit so all the whale watchers leave.
Yeah, I will say this, as far as like big, bold, barrel-aged imperial stouts goes, like you know, you're more of your famous ones, like your Bourbon County Stout Parable and stuff. This overall, in the aroma anyway, slightly more muted than them, at least in my opinion.
Would say balanced.
Yeah, it's very balanced. There's nothing sticking. Like the bourbon isn't overwhelming. It's just it's a component of the actual.
But this, if the aroma tells me anything more than so like Bourbon County and stuff, because it's more balanced, it might be smoother, baby.
It just looks like it's going to be smooth and fluffy and super fluffy and uber fluffy and smooth.
There's a little uber fluffy, kind of ghetto fluffy. I got shot from my shoes, ghetto fluffy. Okay, here you go, Tink.
No comment. Cheers.
Cheers. It's a bit thin.
Yep. It is actually slightly thin. It's still.
No, it's still nice.
It's thin. It's thin for an 11% imperial stout. It's coming off like a 9.345% imperial stout. No, but it's. I think you said it's smooth. It's so smooth and creamy. Like the mouthfeel is the first thing that kind of just.
There's a little bit of that nice, as you say, as some people say, anyway, that kind of creamy, soft fluffiness in the back there. Right at the end, it just lingers for just a touch. I am getting a little bit of an espresso note mixing in with the char.
Which is funny because we didn't even mention coffee, espresso, anything of that on the nose. Like you were talking char, I said deeply roasted malts, but no espresso flavors.
No, this is definitely get a little bit of like a mocha espresso note mixed in with there, all that chocolate and coffee. But then you get the char, the pepperiness, the caramels.
It is so fucking good. I want to drink it all right now. Like right now. Like I don't even.
Okay, shotgun it. Let's do it.
All right. I'm just gonna drink it straight out. Let me take a sip out of the bottle. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I think what you said though. It's very very well balanced, very cohesive is the word I would use, because not one character is overwhelming. Not one character is standing over the rest. The bourbon's there, but it's just not in your face. There's, like you said, that espresso, huge milk chocolate, very creamy, very smooth. There's even some dark fruits going on too, which is nice. Like maybe like a black cherry type of thing going on. There's
a soft bit of tannic note and an astringent note in there from some of the roasted grains, the char notes, that it makes it, just so you know, just to take your time. But other than that, the overall ethanol alcohols, the phenolic alcohols are pretty, they're giving you some dark fruits in there, but they're not stopping you from enjoying the brew.
I think that char, that barrel char, just like the slight oak tannin, actually offsetting it enough where I think this might be a little bit too sweet overall. If it didn't have that kind of
drying component.
Yeah. If the finish was very sweet, like you finish with a huge residual sweetness, I think after this bottle you'd be like, I'm done, right? But no, man, I could drink a lot of this. And that's, I mean, 11% and barrel aged. That says a lot, because I can drink a lot of a Bourbon County Stout or something of that nature. I can.
This doesn't come in a bomber, does it?
No, just 4 packs for like $800.
If this came in a bomber, we'd be in trouble. We only have the 12-ounce bottle. But no, we're good.
We've both had the base beer, just regular Plead the Fifth, and we both loved it. I think Paul said he gave it a 9.95. I gave it a 9.5. And this just takes that base beer and just amps it up. And I think it does it proper. It just does.
It did thin out a little bit in the barrel, just a touch. But other than that, that's the only thing I can say about it. The finish does, the boldness of the beginning doesn't transfer all the way to the end, but there are a lot of nice lingering residual flavors at the end to enjoy.
And when you're talking about the actual body, it's, instead of being full bodied, it's like medium full. That's like the only difference. It's not like this is a thin beer. It's just not as big as some other 10, 11, 12% Imperial.
The bourbon doesn't seem as bombastic as some bourbons I've had. This is a little bit smoother, a little bit more subtle.
And that's why I said I thought earlier it was more cohesive. Like, so many times you get these and they're just bourbon bombs. Like, that's all you're drinking is bourbon with like a little bit of beer, right? Like a little bit of Imperial Stout characteristics. This is just, everything's blended together so well that it smooths it all out and makes it uber drinkable. That's what it does. Uber drinkable.
Got it. I was gonna say, it was like either it's a very smooth, rounded bourbon they use, or I don't know. I'm not a big bourbon aficionado. I know nothing about bourbon. I could be 100% wrong, or Scotch. But I mean, it's either a very smooth, subtle bourbon they use, like a Basil Hayden or something like that, or it is a very, I don't know. It's not super soak fresh barrel, or I don't know. There's a subtleness to this that's really pleasant. It's not so in your face.
Yeah, and again, this isn't super fresh either. I mean, this is a year old at this point. It's 2014 vintage. I think these dropped like I want to say late last summer, like early last fall. I forget when they actually.
I mean, it has a year on it in the bottle already, basically.
Yeah, so it could have, and maybe it was super pungent when you first had it fresh, but maybe not. But as of this moment, the 2014 vintage is drinking exceptionally well. I will say that.
Pickle.
Everywhere, baby. Yeah, it's 10 out of 10 for me. I don't. It's in the upper echelon of barrel aged beers for me. It's not the best, but it's certainly up there with some of the best that I've had. I think the overall drinkability and the cohesiveness just works for me. Like it's not everything I want in a barrel aged Imperial Stout.
We don't have these super cold. We didn't just take these out of the refrigerator or anything like that. These are basically in the 55 to 65 degree range.
Yeah, it's definitely more 65.
I that around my mouth a little bit more and then drank it, and then it had a very much more of a bombastic, layered finish to it. So I mean, there's a lot of flavor going on in this. Everything, it's a complex beer. It's not super complex where you can write a novel about it, like some beers, but it's definitely not one-dimensional. I mean, it's definitely has some things going on.
Totally agree with you, and it's cool because like every sip, the prominent note changes. Some sips I'll get a big bourbon blast. Some sips I'll get dark fruits.
Sometimes you get
chars.
Milk chocolate blast.
Milk chocolate. Yeah, I mean the only characteristics I can say simply that I don't get huge are like vanilla, oak. Even the coffee, like right up front, the espresso kind of threw me for a loop. As soon as you mentioned, I was like, yeah, but I really haven't gotten a ton of espresso since that first sip. Like it's there, but it's
here's the best part. I have more.
Yeah, same here. I still have a couple ounces. And
the only thing that sucks is I'm not getting the apple brandy.
You know what? I was thinking, fuck you. That's what I was thinking, Paul. Yeah. Big fuck
you.
I
do a little troll there?
Oh, baby, that with a knife. That with the proper troll.
Proper troll, baby?
Proper troll.
Anyway, so overall views on this one for a scale of a rating for my 850th video on PABrewNews, baby.
Yeah, it was appropriate beer, I think. And make sure 850th video.
Not review. See, that's the thing it's very different because I'm in like the thousands for review, like about 15,000 or like 10. It's somewhere between there. It's between 1 and a million, like most ABVs in Pennsylvania. It's between 1 and a million.
But they don't put them on the bottle, so you don't know.
They don't put them on the bottle. You never know. Once you have too many and drive into the tree, you'll realize that it's a high.
Shout out to Dark Horse, which is, I believe, it's Iowa's finest brewery. Shout out to Greg for putting the alcohol on the ABV on the bottle because that's always nice.
Yeah, I know they're from Iowa because Greg told me.
Yeah, I don't care that it says Marshall, Michigan right here.
Marshall, Michigan, and I know Weierbacher is from Michigan. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they might be neighbors. Who knows?
Yeah, they might be. Oh boy!
You just subtly gave him the finger there too. It was nice.
Yeah, no, I didn't do anything. So, but yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. Are you going 10 out of 10?
Actually, it gets even different. It gets even more different as you add the rest of it in there.
Yeah, I do.
And it didn't seem bottle conditioned, but there was more of an effervescent kind of bitiness to it. That sip I just.
Hot bite? Was there a hot bite? What the fuck?
Where's the hot bite coming from? I don't know. It was. I mean, it took away some of the fluffiness, definitely.
Yeah, we'll overall say like the carbonation was like higher side of like low carbonation. Like it wasn't. It had to allow.
It's not a dead beer. It's not a dead beer, but there's just a little bit of life. Most of my dates, a little bit of life left in them. They're not all the way dead.
And after this, and after this review, this beer will be dead in the woods like the rest of them too, right?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm gonna give it. I'll throw it up to the 9.5 in the 9.5 range. Like I gave the base a 9. I think I'm gonna throw this definitely up into the 9.5 range. 9.5 or higher. I just do half points. So I'll give it a solid 9.5.
Yeah, I'd give this like. Okay, yeah, to be clear, like I'd give this out of, I know yours is out of 10. I'm going 10 out of 10, but it would be closer. Out of 100, it'd be like a 9.8. I'd give it like a 98 out of 100. Okay. That's what I would give it. It's not quite the 100 out of 100, 10 out of 10, but it's closer to that than 9.5 for me.
You can do quarter points, I think, now and on what do you call that thing, Untapped or something?
Oh, yeah, Untapped. This is still going to get a 5 out of 5 on Untapped. Is that good for me?
It's pretty good.
But I still think it falls short of the bourbon counties of the world, the parabolas for me.
The funny thing is about that, I've had a couple different bourbon barrel aged imperial stouts over my day, and the one beer that I keep on thinking about, the subtleness, the little bit of a thin body, but parabola in my brain is standing up a little bit now. Now that I've had a bunch of them, over the barrel aged cease and desist, the barrel-aged Sunday morning stouts, the Bourbon County stouts, the KBSs, this, you know what I mean? I'm starting to see the subtleness and the complexity of parabola now that I didn't see before.
I can see that. I don't want to mention like
this has that same kind of subtle complexity that makes it more desirable for me than the other ones now.
I think that's why, like I mentioned earlier, that's why I like it. It's so, and I use the word cohesive. It's blended, like every flavor works well with one another, and there's nothing that just dominates. And there's nothing wrong with that. If I get an imperial stout like Bourbon County and it's super bold on the bourbon, like it's in your face, I do like that at times. But this one, just all the flavors, I'm getting like 6, 7, 8 different characteristics, and none of them are jumping to the forefront. It's awesome. It's awesome to have a barrel-aged stout that actually blends everything together.
It's kind of weird. It's like a full play where every character gets their own little moment in the sun. That kind of thing. He uses the word cohesive. I use the word cunnilingus, so it's different.
Jeez Louise. No, what I say is I don't like comparing it to like the KBSs in like the Sunday morning because it doesn't have any adjunct. There's no coffee or chocolate.
There's no coffee or chocolate, man.
And that does change it quite a bit, actually.
Mm-hmm. Is it coconut? You getting any coconut?
I am not getting any toasted coconut in this, unfortunately. So now it's no longer 10 out of 10.
Now
it's
an 8.5.
We're just going to drop 3 points off automatically.
-3 billion?
-4 billion.
Oh, no coconut. -4
billion. Piece that money can't buy is better than this. All right.
Well, that's all right. I guess that's our overall on this beer. I mean, we're just basically shooting the shit now, but that's okay too, because if you're not used to a shit show, you haven't been watching me for a while. So basically, this has been Paul, and
I don't know. Beer Patrol, it's coming in your dreams like Freddy Krueger, but it's coming.
Basically, it's coming in your dreams like Freddy Krueger, and the next thing you know, your sheets are going to stick to your thighs.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. Yeah, you know all about it.
That's going to be my tagline. I like that. That's going to be my tagline.
Yeah, that's your sheets will stick to your thighs as I come in your dreams.
I do appreciate you letting me fuck up your review.
Your
850th video.
It would have been a -3 billion if you weren't here. So thank you.
What is it only like a -2 billion?
No, it's just a 0.
Oh.
We're even.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, I brought this a long way then. I like that.
We're not negative and we're not positive. We're 0. And that's how I like to be.
Yeah.
I'm the middle of the road kind of guy. Look, we're gonna take over Pennsylvania.
Oh my God, Illuminati! And thanks to Ewart again for getting the bottles. Pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ewart. Never mind. I was gonna troll him.
I feel like I should have been wearing a flannel shirt for this, but
yeah, I mean something like a flannel shirt or like get my hair styled. Yeah. I mean, I do have like somewhat of a beard anymore. I know I shaved it, so. But my goatee still goes above my head, so that's so good.
I'm totally vegan right now, so it's all right.
Vegan? Mm-hmm. I'll cut you.
We should cut this off. Done. We're done.
No, we're not done. We're not done. I'm gonna go totally Steve Austin on your ass and get all fucking angry. You're Paul Heyman right now, and I hate you.
I don't like any of this.
I don't like any of this. We gotta go. See ya. Well, this has been Paul and Joe from PA Brew News and the Beer Patrol. See you later, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.